Happy Monday, happy fun day. Hey, Pickaboos. Hey, haters. How y'all doing? Yesterday was a beautiful day, huh? hmm Yesterday was a beautiful day. And yesterday for y'all down here. Hey, Miss Wanda. Hey, Queen. Yesterday for y'all down here. I was outside for Super Sunday, but I didn't get a chance to get out of my car because I really couldn't really like find a where really like the park. So guess what? I just stood in my car and I drove around for a little minute, and then I decided to leave, and I went to a crawfish and seafood barrel by one of my relatives. How y'all doing on this beautiful Monday, kings and queens? Hey, Dana. I know y'all on IG sooner than later. I know y'all gonna be leaving off probably around 8 o'clock or whatever. But it don't mind. I don't mind anyway. Whatever y'all do, it is. It is what it is. But anyway, I want to say, hey Gigi, hey Sandra, hey Queens, how y'all doing? But anyway, mm, talk about something else. But anyway, y'all, today I will be talking about teenagers. That's my topic for today because earlier I was on listening to somebody on their live. Hey, shower girl. Hey, queen. I was listening to somebody on their live, and it was talking about how the city don't do a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff going on in the city, and a lot of stuff not going on in the city. But I'm gonna say this. First of all, let me start by saying to the people that live in Slidell, and for some of the people who don't live in Slidell, who grew in Slidell. My nephew, him and his partner, they have a hookah club in Slidell called Fire and Ice on I-10 Service Road. They open every day. So y'all go out there, the ones who drink. I mean, not the ones who drink because they have alcohol too. The ones who smoke hookah. Um, he have a hookah lounge out there in Slidell on I-10 Service Road. It's called Fire and Ice. I shared it on my Facebook page. So again, y'all go smoke your hookah out there. I went yesterday and I paid a visit. It's real nice. Um, Most likely I probably have a comedy show over there. I keep y'all tuned in about that. I was thinking about having a couple of other things over there, but it's not like I'm having a party this year. I'm making Big 60 this year. So right now I'm looking for the venue to see where I'm gonna have the party at. I haven't found my venue yet, but it's gonna be formal wear because I don't want no tennis and jeans. And a lot of people invited to my party. Clock that T. 60 years old. And Mays is making 60 years old July the 3rd. Clock that T. Not the big and the little one. How about that? So anyway, let me say this. Did y'all not know that they have 130 Popeyes is filing for bankruptcy? I don't think y'all understand or see what's going on. A lot of y'all is missing the big picture about what's going on in life right now, especially down here in New Orleans. A lot of our stores have closed ever since I've been a young girl. We had D.H. Holmes, we had Kraus, we had Maison Blancs, we had Gauchos, we had Gus Myers, we had Woolworths, we had Paylets, we had all those stores, and they are no longer here. The stores that I remember when I was a little girl, they are no longer here in New Orleans. And now that I'm an adult and I am 59 years old, I will join. And now that I'm an adult and I am Shoe Town, yeah, that I'm an adult, the stores that's we have Dillard's, all right, we had Esplanade Mall, It's no longer Esplanade Mall. We have the dealers, the outlet stores. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. But when dealers have their big old sale and a lot of stuff they didn't sell during a sale, they send it to the outlet stores. I went there on yesterday and I found some nice stuff. You can go there and stuff that you saw in dealers and maybe you couldn't afford it when dealers first, put it on site. But if they don't sell some of the stuff, they send it to the dealer's outlet. They have an outlet store. Forever 21 is closing too. Oh wow. They send it to the outlet stores. We have an outlet store in Slidell and they have an outlet store, dealer outlet store in Kenner. So y'all listen, a lot of y'all not catching what's going on. And I'm so glad y'all that all the mess and confusion died down. The Plaza Mall. I am so glad. Only online. Ain't that something? I am so glad that a lot of mess and confusion didn't die down on the internet in New Orleans. I know it died down for a little time or whatever, however long or whatever. But thank God that all the mess and confusion is died down. But y'all missing the big picture on the things that's happening in New Orleans and other cities, but not like New Orleans. They took a lot of stuff away from us. And one of the things that we don't have places for our teenagers to go. So when my brother was alive, they could say whatever they want. They could hate on my brother. They could be jealous of my brother or whatever. My brother had teenager clubs. There was somewhere for the teenagers to go when summer came. I mean, when the summer came in and the teenagers ain't had nothing to do, my brother had teenager clubs with the potato chips, the pickles, the sodas, the juices. They had somewhere to go from 6 to 11. And if you out there and you from New Orleans, I want to link up with somebody. Hey, sister girl. Hey, queen. Hey, the one. I want to do something for the youth in New Orleans. I want to link up with somebody for us with the females. I want to link up with somebody for us with the males. Something need to be done so our kids cannot be out there and have nothing to do during the summer. Now, mind y'all, we do have summer camps, but summer camps is from only for a length of time. So I feel like if anybody out there want to team up with me, we could get together and we could come up with a solution and we could do something for our youth in New Orleans. I know a lot of y'all don't like me, but it ain't about y'all liking me and me liking y'all. It's about all us have teenagers around us, whether it's our grandchildren, whether it's our children, whether it's our nieces, our nephew, whether it's our cousin. All us have teenagers that be around us. Now I'm willing to link up with somebody. We have a whole lot of, but we used to stay at the teenage club. We had Teen Summit. Right. So we might not be able to bring back Teen Summit. I am willing to link up with somebody and we can have teenager concerts. We can have activities for the young ladies. We can have activities for the young. We can have like, I don't want to too much throw my ideas out there because somebody would think, oh, they're more popular than me and they'll hurry up and, but you know what? Again, what's for me is for me. But I'm willing to link up with somebody and we can have a meeting and we can figure this thing out for us in New Orleans, what we're gonna do for our youth. And maybe we can travel. We're doing stuff with the youth, and maybe we could go on a summer trip with the youth. But something got to be done. We is about to approach summer. We're about to approach school is about to be out in the next month or two, and we need to have something, a plan for these kids. We need to have something. We need to be sitting at the round table and we need to be figuring something out that we can do for these children. I don't know why they took the super fair, but the fair they had in New Orleans East, I'm not gonna tell y'all no word to lie. I didn't go to the fair. My son was supposed to go to the fair with his children. I didn't think it was a good idea because I felt like, well, damn, the fair's out there in New Orleans East, because New Orleans East have a bad reputation. But I would say this: all of New Orleans East is not bad. My grandmother used to stay in New Orleans East. She was the first black person on her street to buy a house on her street in her neighborhood. They got areas in New Orleans East are very quiet. They got areas in New Orleans East where people have houses where they never had any problems. No unalive, no none of that. And people still have their houses out there, but it's not where you live. Sometimes it's how you live. But not only that, they got some people probably had something to happen in their neighborhood probably once in a blue moon. But I said that to say all of New Orleans East is not bad. So the fair that I saw, y'all, the fair looked like it was very, very nice. They had, police is out there. They had, protection out there. And I didn't hear anything bad happen at the fair. The fair looked so nice. It reminded me of Six Flags. They got that big old Six Flag back there, and they took that away from, New Orleans or whatever. I guess they wasn't making a lot of money or whatever. But y'all, when I just sit back and just like when I be driving through certain places and this and that, New Orleans to me, and I'm just gonna be honest with a lot of y'all, it looked like, hey, actually, girl, New Orleans looked like it is going down. I don't know who run the whole city, but the city of New Orleans look like it's going down. Now, if you go to Slidell, you go to Jefferson Parish, you're looking at a whole new, different light. Jefferson Parish don't look all dirty, it look like it. New Orleans, I don't know what's going on, y'all. I don't know who trying to take over New Orleans, but New Orleans do not look the same. They closing all these different places. Go down, yeah, black could move out of, yeah. A lot of these different places are looking, hey Angel, hey Queen, are looking, secluded. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they letting all these people come through here, buying these historical houses, people selling their houses that their mama, their daddy, all these people, our ancestors, and all these people, then they didn't lost their lives for this property. And y'all letting them come through there because y'all in desperate need of money or whatever, and y'all selling y'all property for a little bit of nothing. And guess what? Once you sell it, they remodel it and the value go up. So to a lot of y'all who still own houses in the 6th ward, the 4th ward, the 3rd ward, and different areas, I thank y'all for holding on to your mama, your daddy, property that they lost their life behind. You know what I'm saying? Segregation and all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say that they building all these big old houses, the double houses and all that kind of stuff there. And if you go in certain neighborhood, y'all will be surprised at who live in y'all neighborhood, who then came in the neighborhood and took over. But a lot of y'all don't get along and all that kind of stuff there. Them people, if you go inside them houses, they on the outside, the inside look better than the outside. And then at the end of the day, they bought the house. Let's say they bought the house for 80,000, and they didn't put some money into the house, even though it's in a bad neighborhood. They didn't raise the value of that house, even though they consider the neighborhood as being bad. So a lot of y'all, I know some of y'all be need money, and some of y'all get second mortgage and all that kind of stuff there. But if you can hold on to your property, because right now your house might not be worth a lot to you, but if that's a necessity, if that's, if you can hold on to it long as you can. Hold on. We got houses, and all those houses in Gentilly, all those houses, the doubles that they building, all of them look the same. Y'all eat much in the 7th ward. Like I was riding through the 7th ward. I think I was coming up Villery Street or one of those streets in the 7th ward. And I was like, damn, and to be honest, they live in the houses. Just imagine you grew up in a house in the hood, and all of a sudden Somebody came in the hood, bought the house, remodeled it, and the house value then went all the way up. And in your mind, you saying, if I shoulda, woulda, coulda. You saying, damn, I should have kept my mama house. Damn, I should have kept my dad. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Sandra. Damn, I should have. You know what I'm saying? We living in a world right now. Our own people is jealous of one another. Yeah, a whole different world, Sandra. A whole different world we living in right now. And you know what? Let me say this. A lot of us, you know why a lot of y'all can't get ahead? A lot of y'all can't get ahead because y'all have strife, y'all have envy, y'all jealous of one another. Do y'all not know that on some given time we all could come together? Like Super Sunday and all that. I think I heard one person probably got, pium pium. But just imagine all the people that was out there. I saw so many people out there selling cool drink, selling hot dog. Everybody was out there making their money. I was like, yeah, Lord, this is what I'm talking about. If we all could come together and see what life is really, really about in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I do love my city. There's nowhere we can go that you can drink. I can't speak for a lot of other cities, but they shut they bars down. You can't hang out all night. You can't certain things that you can do in a state of and I'm gonna say in New Orleans. Other places you can't do that. We have second lines. They don't have that in other states. Like we have second lines. We have our culture is here. It's a lot of things that we can do in our city. You know what I'm saying? That you can't do when you go to another city. Even if I was the type of person, say I chose to live in Atlanta or Houston or Dallas, I'm gonna miss my city because I'm so accustomed to enjoying my life and doing stuff that we do down here in New Orleans. Even though we have a lot of females that's jealous of one another, we have New Orleans is so small. When you go in big old city, they got people jealous of you. But at the end of the day, a lot of people not jealous of a lot of people because it's a big old city and everybody got an opportunity to get just like, when you go to Vegas. Vegas got all kind of stores that some of y'all probably never heard of in your entire life. And everybody out there ride nice. You see Ferraris, you see, Rolls Royce, you see Lamborghinis, you see, Mercedes, you see all kind of luxury cars, and they got people that they got it going on. You know what I'm saying? But by our city being so small, you know what I'm saying? If you come out with a Ferrari, you come out with a Lamb like Super Sunday on yesterday. I saw some cars I never saw in New Orleans in my life. But everybody bought their luxury cars out. They had them park all on the cone and all that kind of stuff there. But at the end of the day, like they only in New Orleans, you can only bring your car out so often. The streets is so messed up. Oh my God. If you driving your car down the streets in New Orleans, you better be very careful because 2 chances to 1, you're gonna get a flat tire or you're gonna hit a pothole somewhere in New Orleans. Now, let me say this, y'all. If all of us were, stop being envious and jealous of one another, I think we could go far in life if we all could work together. But I still saw a lot of y'all females out there fighting. I'm like, oh my God, really? I'm just trying to understand why is so many y'all females so angry and mad. I understand the majority of the time when females fight, most likely it'd be about a man, it'd be about a husband, it'd be about a fiance, it'd be about a boyfriend, it'd be about something somebody didn't did. And most likely the top thing it most likely is about is another man or another boy. That's what the fight, or somebody don't like somebody, but most definitely it has something to do with a man, a boy, or whatever it is. Now when guys get into it, it'd be like more like jealousy. He jealous of him. He getting money, or dudes are find a reason to be jealous of. Oh, he's sleeping with his girl or something like that. But most likely, when dudes get into it, it be about jealousy. He might have a little money, and they jealous or they want it or whatever, something like that. But Not all the time guys get into it, it be about a female. But when females get into it, the at the top, 90% of the time is about a male. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But instead of us around here bickering, fighting against one another, why can't we just, hey Tracy, why can't we just get along and seem like everybody want to be in competition with one another? So let me tell you all something. I'm gonna wait on my turn. I know it's a lot of them out there don't want to see me get to where I'm going. And you know what? You know what the youngsters want us to feel like the older people? Because I be hearing them calling us, Mama, go sit your ass down, or go sit your old ass down, and you too old for this, and you too old, and y'all too young for some of the shit y'all be doing. I'ma say that. Some of the shit that y'all be doing, thank y'all for, can y'all put the lights up? The lights up is nine likes and 14 people in here. But anyway, some of the dumb shit that a lot of y'all be doing, hey Queen, that a lot of y'all be doing, won't y'all lay there and stop some of the shit y'all be doing, some of y'all young girls. Because I didn't see a lot of y'all on yesterday show. I didn't see a lot of y'all out there on yesterday. Yeah, they're too disrespectful to this. But a lot of y'all, word on the street, a lot of y'all had y'all vagina and y'all ass out. But to each his own. Y'all can have y'all ass out if that's what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? And they said, I'm word on the street, they said a lot of you know, a lot of y'all punks. That's what they call y'all. And that's what they be saying. That's a punk. They said a lot of y'all had y'all ass out too. Now, come on, y'all. It's one thing if you're going to be a punk. But at the end of the day, I ain't going to lie, they got some classy punks and they got some trashy punks. And some of y'all are very trashy. I'm just saying, hey, Queen, some of y'all is very trashy. I got people that I know that are punked and they very well mannered and they respect themselves. Some of y'all are trashy. Some of y'all are ball of mess and confusion. And it's sad. And a lot of y'all don't even like females. I'm just saying. Clock that tea. So y'all listen. Either y'all gonna open your eyes to what's going on in New Orleans, or y'all gonna be blindsided. And guess who gonna be hurting? The generation to come. I see what's going on. I've been here. I've been here 59 years. 59 years of my life. I see what's going on. It's a lot of stuff going on that is going over your head. Let me tell y'all something. So I talked to, hey Janice, I talked to my grandson. My grandson go to school in Texas. So I asked my grandson, I said, how is school? He said he liked the school that he go to. So I asked him another question. I said, how is the work? You know what my grandson told me? He said, Mama, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Now, mind you, my grandbaby is not no dummy. But my grandbaby and I had a talk, and you know what he said? I said, you gonna be I say, you know what? If you don't catch up, you're gonna be behind. He said, Mama, I'm already behind. Or you a rough rider, or keep on roughing and riding. But he said, Mama, I'm already behind. So at this point, I feel like it's just me. I just feel like, oh, all right. I feel like if I would have had my way, but I didn't have my way with my grandson moving to Texas, you know, at the end of the school year. If I had my way, I felt like my grandson should have stood in New Orleans and finished the last 2 months a school in New Orleans before he moved to Texas. Because I tried to tell y'all that when you leaving one city to another one, by my grandson leaving at the almost the end of the school year, that means he is gonna have to catch up. And the schools are out of town in different cities are more advanced than our kids down here in New Orleans. So I'm hoping and praying that my grandbaby get the type of help that he really need while he in Texas for these last 2 months. I'm not gonna speak he gonna fail, but he behind. He is behind because the stuff that they teaching them taught them in Texas, they wasn't teaching him down here in New Orleans. So now he to the point to where a decision got to be made because at the end of the day, he been in school out there for what 2 or 3 weeks now, 2 weeks at the most, and he behind. There's no way possible he could catch up with what them they've been taught in Texas, and he just came from New Orleans. So his mama gonna have to figure that out. And at the end of the day, my grandbaby going to the 10th grade, and it's no way possible he need to be behind because at least he could have got the proper help that he needed. Hey Mecca, hey Queen, the proper help that he needed while he was still down here in New Orleans. Right. So he did. So I think they're gonna have the teacher's gonna have a meeting with his mom or whatever, whatever. So whatever they gotta do to catch him up, that means he got to catch up some kind of way. But what I'm trying to say to y'all is, all right, we 2 months in. We in March. March is about to be out of here. So we gonna have, right, we gonna have April and May. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Mecca. We gonna have April and May. And May school is about to be out. There's no way possible that my grandson would be able to catch up in Texas within 2 months. There's no way possible. So either something got to be done for us with him, or either all his grades that came from New Orleans got to go up there, but they're on two different levels. Sylvia Learning, true, but even if he go to Sylvia Learning, because my kids went to Sylvia Learning, he still got to catch up on the grades. That he got to catch up on the things that Texas is teaching that they wasn't teaching in New Orleans. He still got to catch up on the things that he don't know in Texas. Now, mind y'all, when we was living in Atlanta, maybe summer school, right? So he could promote. Yeah, when we was living in Atlanta, and we after Katrina, right? So we moved back down here to New Orleans because my grandmother wanted me to come back down here because she said if something would happen and I'm way out there in Atlanta, she said it's no way possible they come out there. But anyway, to make a long story short, I moved back down here to New Orleans for my grandmother. And thank God I got opportunity to spend time with my grandmother before she passed. I did what my grandmother wanted me to do, and I thank God that I moved back down here. Now, when I moved back down here, my daughter Corianne is very, very, very smart. Corianne felt like John McDonald wasn't challenged enough for her. So I tried to put her in Riverdale. Riverdale told me if they put her in their school, they have to put her behind. I said the devil is a lie. Oh, all right, for Hurricane Katrina. So I told them I would never let my child that been on an honor roll get him a tutoring. All right, Queen. I say I would never let my child that I know been on the honor roll every year of her life. I would never let y'all put her back. So I decided, and she decided to go to Sophie B. Wright, while Jasmine and Corey went to John Mack. Now let me tell you about public schools. If you got a child that's a slow learner, all right, they got help for your child if you go to the school and you ask for the help. Now, some of y'all know y'all children, all children are not smart. Like when I was in school, I wasn't smart. My mama wasn't heavy on education. I had to learn how to read. When I passed my first test, that's because I studied and I wanted to learn, even though I got pregnant at 15 years old. But I feel like some of y'all parents don't give up on y'all children. If you can get help, push. If you know somebody that got a child that's very, very smart, have that child to come over to your house and help your child with things that they don't know. See what I'm saying? I know I wasn't smart. My brother Warren, hey Samantha, my brother Warren wasn't smart. Warren, the girlfriends that Warren had the girlfriends to teach him the things that he didn't know. My daddy as well, because it was in our genes, slow learners. And I guess a lot of people used to make fun of people that couldn't read or write. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say I couldn't read or write. I just wasn't pushed. I just wasn't like like some parents, they don't sit down and teach their kids. They'll give them a book. If they come home and say, Mom, I got homework. Well, go in there, go in the kitchen and do your homework. All right, it's one thing you tell a child to go and do their homework. What if they're doing homework that they don't even know how to do it? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when I was coming up as a young girl and I had homework, ain't nobody was helping me do no homework. My mom said, go your ass in there and do your homework and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So now, me as a grandmother, say like if I had my grandchildren by my house and say like my grandchildren came over and said if they was going to school by me, I know I couldn't help my grandchildren with the homework. I would have to call somebody up, but with technology that they have now, they didn't have for us. I would have to call somebody up, or I would have to pull it up on the phone, or maybe Alexis, her ass. I get somebody to help me help, my grandchild with their homework. But nowadays they got so much technology to where y'all, yeah, well a lot of y'all can help y'all children and grandchildren, and y'all don't. See what I'm saying? I know if my grandson was by me, I'd be like, I find one of the little neighbors. If I gotta, pay him to come in here and help my grandson with his homework or whatever he got, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell y'all this: how in the world that these children know how to deal with these cell phones, these tablets, the computers? They know how to do all that. But when it come down to certain things, when it come down to their education, they always got a problem. First of all, y'all got to start by taking their phones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Alexa has. They got to start by taking their phones. They being, I'm not gonna say is just the teenagers and the children that be in their phone. Cause our ass sleep with our phone too. I'm just saying. Sometimes I be wanting to pitch the phone because every time I turn over the phone in the bed with me, and the first thing I pick up is the phone. And a lot of time I say, you know what? And just leave the phone in the goddamn living room, and just talk to God. Because every time you wake up, much as you look on your phone, that's how much you could get up and talk to God. So I started doing, I said, you know what, Lord, thank you for allowing me to see another day. All us as adults, we pick up our phone. We might have to go piss, so I have to go take a dunk or whatever. The phone got to go with us. Got to be more careful. And all of us are guilty of that. All us, but at the same time, it's a lot of kids that really, really, really need help. And at the end of the day, they got some young girl that's a teenager that's babysitting her siblings, and the mama going to work. So if she babysitting her siblings, who gonna help her? You know what I'm saying? Who who gonna help her to do the homework when she trying to help her siblings? What part of Texas? I might know someone. And then listen, y'all. But listen, y'all. It's like, all right, my grandson, out there in Texas, in Houston. So at the end of the day, and I thank God, like when I talked to him today, and I told him, and he was like, telling me certain things and stuff like that. And I told him I was gonna come up there, because they were already closed. I said, my mom gonna come up there and take you shopping, something like that. So we was talking on the phone and stuff like that. And that's how I get to know about him being honest. He said, Mama, I'm already behind. And I was like, oh Lord. But he do like the school, but I don't want him. He already been held behind one time already. He should be in the 10th grade and he in the 9th grade. But I'm saying this to say, y'all, don't be afraid to get your child the proper help they need. Everybody is not smart. And I'm 59 years old, and there's a lot of things that I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when I write stuff, even on the internet, I have to go back and look at it twice because I'm dyslexia. I'll say in my mind, I know what I want to write, and when I write it, it don't come out the way that I in my mind. And thank God for technology because if I misspell a word, I go back and ask Alexa, or I go on my phone and Google and I ask questions.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Girl, I'm not even talking to you. See what I'm saying? She all in our fucking business. You heard her? See there? I told y'all. I told y'all. Them smart devices ain't nothing nice. Now who was talking to her? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all heard it for yourself. Y'all heard her talking, and I wasn't even talking to her. But anyway, y'all, don't be afraid to ask for help for your children. If you're a parent and you're working, oh, she don't like cussing, right? You're right. But if you're a parent that works 16 hours and you're not there all the time with your children, or maybe you're at work or whatever, please get some help. Don't give up on your teenager. If your teenager always got a flip mouth or always talking back and all that kind of stuff there, sit down with your teenager and y'all have a conversation. Sit down with your daughter or your son and say, what's the problem? Can I be real with y'all? My daughter, fashion bug. I love my daughter. And there ain't nothing in the world I wouldn't do to help my daughter. I don't know what's the problem with my daughter. I don't know why my daughter be so angry at times. But if my daughter really, really need me, I'll be there for my daughter. But the relationship and her and I have is crazy. Now, I think that her and I should be closer. I think that we should be able to talk about certain things, right? We should be able to talk about certain things, but a lot of adult children, a lot of them is bitter because they feel like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't have a favorite child. But for some apparent reason, my daughter, Fashion Bugs, she think in her mind that I have faith, and I don't. And she could never say that I did more for my younger sibling, her younger siblings, than I did for her. That's not true. Your daughter have anger issues too. I don't know why they angry with us. I think if they ask us for something one time and we tell them no, and I can't even recall her asking me for anything because if she did, I probably wouldn't. I think she's still mad about me saying, about my car that she had or whatever. But I'm so over the part with the car with me letting her use my car and she never gave it back or whatever. I'm over that. I'm a forgiving mother. I love you. I would love to sit down at the round table with each and every one of my children because I want to get to the bottom of it. Me and my younger daughter, which is Korean. Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just, man, my younger daughter, Korean. Let me tell y'all what I learned. All right. As life goes on, us that be on social media, you know why our children be mad at? First of all, they feel like we shouldn't be on social media. We too old to be on social media, right? And then second of all, they don't like us exposing them to their friends. They rather certain things they don't want. And what I don't understand is if you got a friend, a so-called friend, the people that be around you, when you be around your friends, I know damn well right your friends don't treat their mama the way some of y'all treat y'all mama. When y'all, I know a lot of y'all young teenagers, y'all put up a facade to your friend's mama. And better yet, I bet you y'all more respectful to your friend's mama than your own mama. And it's sad that y'all are like that. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And a lot of people say, like a lot of teenagers, I done heard them say, um, maybe you don't think it's because your children don't like the fact that you be on social media. So listen, at one time, I never had an after party. At one time, I never discussed my children on social media. But at one time, it was all about me, talking about my life, talking about everything I endured, talking about everything I've been through, talking about everything I overcome. And no, your children don't like the fact that you expose them for who they really are. And they don't like that. My children are not perfect. I love my children. I love you more after party. I love my children, but wrong is wrong and right is right. My daughter, I'm gonna start from my daughter Corianne. My daughter Corianne, no, I'm gonna start from the bottom. I'm gonna start from my son Corey. All right. My son Corey is the youngest child I have. He's 31 years old. Me and Corey, we had our differences. Me and Corey always been tight. He's a young adult, but he's still my baby boy. I don't treat him like a baby boy anymore, but he's still considered as my baby boy. And a lot of y'all got y'all children that y'all call y'all baby girl, y'all baby boy. Hey Penny, not that we treat him like a baby, but that's our younger child. I'm gonna say that's my youngest. Corey is a lovable person. Corey loves me. Corey loved me without a shadow of a doubt. A lot of confrontation came when Corey, you know, had his kids, the baby mama. I mean, let me say this. I am not angry with the baby mama. I'm not holding a grudge with the baby mama. Me and the baby mama then had our little differences in the shit that it was so small and somebody made it so big, you know. At the end of the day, uh, the baby mama and I never had nothing so big to where it have to be, oh, I want my children, she this and she that, into this stuff. We done had our little differences, but it wasn't nothing major to where I felt the need that I can't be around my grandchildren. It wasn't never that big. But then when the stuff happened with Miss Thing, when Brooke did what she did, she ain't do nothing but make it worse for me with my grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this, y'all. Let me tell y'all. So me and Corey, hey boss mom, me and Corey always been tight. Me and my children always been tight. And once he started having children, once my kids started having children, the confusion started happening with the baby showers, with all kind of stuff, all kind of stuff started happening with the baby showers, the baby parties, and all that. But mind y'all, let me say this: I'm talking to some of y'all out there. I don't give a damn what go on with you and your mama. If your mama is not invited to something, if your mama is not or your dad is not a part of something so great for us, your baby party, your baby showers, and all that, I think at the end of the day, if your mama not invited, nobody shouldn't be invited. Your daddy not invited, nobody shouldn't be invited. Ain't nothing in this world should allow you to allow somebody to come between you and your mama or you and your daddy, especially if you have good mothers, good parents. And I'm one of the ones that was good parent. That was and raised my children as a good parent. So with Corey, I'm glad things are different now. And when you pray, God answers prayers. Now, let me say this, y'all, and a lot of y'all gonna see it for life for what it is. Either y'all gonna change the way that y'all are with y'all parents, or God gonna allow stuff to happen in y'all life. Y'all don't recognize because y'all don't want to see it. A lot of y'all, let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all that follow me, y'all follow my children. A lot of y'all know I can speak on this because a lot of y'all know about it. I didn't came on social media and I didn't argue with other people about my children. Now, mind you, a lot then happens toward my baby boy, Corey, which is aka all facts. I can speak on this because a lot of y'all know what then happened. They always, I mean, they almost, tried to, not almost, they tried to unalive my child several times. And let me say this to a lot of y'all youngsters, y'all listen to me and listen good. Y'all be disobedient to y'all parents. No matter what way y'all look at it, life be lifing. Now, long as me and my son wasn't getting along, everything was going wrong in my son's life. I'm going to say it loud for the people in the back. And let me get a sip. Long as me and my son wasn't getting along, shit was going wrong in my son's life. My son, and my son if my son ever tell his testimonies, I know my son, like I got testimonies. If we ever could get on one big platform and my son could open up about the stuff that didn't happen to him, y'all really, really love my son for who he is. They tried to destroy my son's life several times. My son, every time me and my son wasn't talking, and every time the enemy tried to come against me and my son, his life was in shambles. And a lot of y'all know, because y'all be on the outside, and y'all done been outside, y'all done been to clubs, and y'all done heard because the streets be talking. I can't tell y'all his testimony. He can tell y'all his testimony. But he got a praying mother. And every time, even though me and my child wasn't getting along, let me tell y'all something. I know that wasn't my child. When me and my child had mess and confusion going on, deep down inside, I cried a many days and a many nights. And I asked God to have mercy on my child because I know my child. Us as parents, we know our children. I know my child. And when all that mess and confusion was going on, and I was like, I wouldn't let nobody handle my mama like that. I wouldn't let me. Let me tell you, my son was caught in between a rock and a hard place. Now, mind you, my son loved children. I love children. He get that from me. Now, mind you, when I had my children, I wanted to be with my ex-husband because I had children for him and I wanted to have a family. I was like, oh, we're going to do the family thing. That was my purpose of giving him 2 children. And I was like, oh, we're going to travel and we're going to do everything. I had my life planned out because I didn't want no part of no drug dealers. I just changed my whole persona, my whole life. So with that being said, Corey wanted the father figure from a father that wasn't there. Now, mind you, his daddy was there. Daddy was there when they was young. But while they was young, their daddy got caught up and wound up going, to the federal jail for 12 years. So just imagine me raising my children for 12 years with no daddy. And I believe the way that Corey is right now, which is my younger child, with his children, is the love that he wanted from his dad, which his daddy wasn't here. And it puts him, when me and him was going through what we were going through, it put him in a bad place because I know for sure he wasn't going to let his children put me before his children or his family. In spite of whatever was going on, and he know deep down inside, he know his mama. He know when somebody lying and when somebody telling the truth. And I do know deep down inside, he know when Brooke started all that mess and confusion, he know something was said, but he know his mama. But by him loving his family, loving his children, I believe deep down inside that he didn't want to do nothing that was going to destroy his relationship with his children. And At one time, I couldn't understand that, and a lot of y'all couldn't understand it either. So I know a lot of y'all was saying, well, why he always let people play with his mama. He don't never take up for his mama and all this shit kind of stuff. Now let me tell y'all something else. When you got a child that's dealing with people on the streets, whatever his mama get into, his mama can handle her own weight. See what I'm saying? I did not want my child to add extra beef to what he was dealing with already. So it's one thing he got to worry about the Negroes in the street that's hating on him, that's jealous of him, that don't like him. You know what I'm saying? They try to unalive him so many times. But at the end of the day, why would I allow him to jump into some shit that I got myself into that I can get myself out of? You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all young-minded. And y'all was thinking young-minded, saying, yeah, you ain't let nobody handle your mama and this and that. But he got a mama that can handle herself, and he knew I could handle myself. And if the push came to shove where I feel the need that I had to handle my business, I got people that really, really love me that's going to go ahead first behind me. What's understood don't need to be explained. See what I'm saying? But I'm also trying to tell y'all that my child wasn't going to do nothing to where somebody, a lot of y'all women out there, y'all control y'all baby daddies. And a lot of y'all men out there, y'all control y'all baby mama with your children. And at the end of the day, a lot of y'all making decisions to be with y'all baby mamas over y'all mamas, but the mamas don't understand that. And at the end of the day, either mama, y'all gonna get along, or at the end of the day, a lot of us parents, we gotta understand. A lot of us be saying, a lot of y'all be saying, oh, he put his baby mama before his mama, or she put her baby daddy. Now hold up, wait a minute. I understand what y'all saying. We ain't got to live with them and their baby mamas and baby daddies. But at the end of the day, if y'all would keep us out of y'all business, thank you, Queen. If y'all would keep us out of y'all business, the less we know, the better it is. I would say this. If y'all got something going on, don't tell it to your mama. Don't tell it to your daddy. Don't bring y'all shenanigans to us. And at the end of the day, y'all ain't got to worry about us being in your business. When you and your significant other, your baby daddy, your baby mama, when y'all get into it, don't bring that shit to us. And if y'all don't bring it to us, you ain't got to worry about us feeling some type of way about him or her. Because at the end of the day, what we got to learn as parents is to mind our fucking business. Because at the end of the day, they're going to wind up right back together. Now you mad with your daughter-in-law, you mad with your son-in-law, and now they're back together. So who looking stupid? Us. Ain't nothing wrong with telling that Negro, don't play with my daughter. Don't play with my son. You know, out of respect. But when it come down to us as adults, we was once somebody's daughter-in-law, somebody's son-in-law, we got to know how to think. They say the mind is a terrible thing to waste. And we need to focus on what's right and what's wrong. It's wrong for us to interfere our life into their life, because at the end of the day, we want what's right and what's best for our children. But at the end of the day, our young adult children gotta want what's best for their self. They feel like they got all the answers. Some of them feel like they know everything. Now, us as parents, after we didn't talk to them and told them about the birds and the bees in the streets and everything that's going on the outside, after we didn't sit down and told them all the shit we done did and some of the shit we didn't tell them what we did, they don't want to listen. So what we got to do is back up and let them bump their head. Hey, nephew. So if we keep on telling them and telling them, guess what? They listening. They hear us talking, but they're not listening. The same thing with us. Somebody talked to me. Somebody talked to you. And guess what? We heard them talking, but we wasn't listening. But I said that to say, my son Corey is not what y'all think he is. He's not a punk ass, whatever y'all call him. He more man than a lot of you men out there supposed to be men. When it come down to his children, he spend quality time with his children. He do things with his children. He teaches children. And at the end of the day, that's what a man supposed to do. He's a young, phenomenal young man. And at the end of the day, he stepped up to the plate when it come down to doing what he's supposed to do. So let me tell y'all this. So on yesterday, I saw my son Corey. So my grandson Corbin, unfortunately, he slept out. He was by his uncle. He was with his uncle. So when I saw Corey yesterday, I saw Clover, my granddaughter. So her and me and Corey, we were sitting and talking. Hey, Elizabeth, hey, Queen, hey, Samantha. We were sitting and talking. So I asked Clover, hey, Black Queen, hey, Cookie. I asked Clover, I say, who am I? Y'all, she melted my heart yesterday. She could get all my occurrence. She said, you my mom. I said, Lord, thank you. I wanted to cry, but I couldn't cry. She said, you my mom, like that. And I said, Lord, thank you. So Corey went inside with her, and he came back outside because I was about to leave. She told him, I want to go by my mom. I want to go back outside. I want to go back outside by my mom. So I said that to y'all to say, Lord, I want to say thank you. That melted my heart. That made my day. I said, Lord, to God be the glory. Not at my time, but it's his time. All this time, I thought my grandbaby didn't know who I was. And she said, you is. She said, you my mom. She ain't say it. She said, you my mom. And she started talking to me. Corey left her in the car with me. She didn't cry. She was eating her little food. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't like nobody eating in my car. I let her eat whatever she wanted. You can have whatever you like. So to God be the glory. Yes, I did. She said, yes, yes, I did see my grandbaby. And yes, she did say, you my mom. So that was a blessing. Thank you, Corey. Moving on down. All right, now I got another daughter, Corianne. I got a granddaughter on the way. My daughter, Corianne, is having another baby. Let me tell y'all about Corianne. Hold up, for y'all who don't know. Corianne is very, let me say this. Corianne is very strict. To me, Corianne is over the top. Corianne is a very smart child, my young adult child. She's non-tolerant. She don't give a damn if it's me or her daddy. If you cross her in any kind of way, she don't have a problem with cutting your ass off. She don't have a problem with speaking her mind. And at the end of the day, her yeah mean yeah, and her no mean no. She don't want me to say nothing about her daddy. She don't want her daddy to say nothing about me. She don't want nobody to bring up shit that they shouldn't be bringing up. She is comfortable in her own skin, and no matter who you, she not materialistic. She got $3,000 shoes. She got $3, $4, $5,000 purses. She got all that and above. And guess what? If you see her, you might see her with the dirty all-star tennis on. You might see her with she a typical woman, young woman. She don't worry about what nobody say about her. She could put that shit on every day if she want to. She not that type of girl. She not that type of girl. Her money fat. She a real estate agent. She work at Warren Eastern. Warren Eastern. She graduated for she got a bachelor and her degrees and all that. She is very, very strict. She don't she nine times. We didn't clashed out a couple of times. At one time she used to be very, very like talking back. She always got an answer. If you say something, she still got a little ways like, but let me tell y'all what I learned. I learned how to deal with my children accordingly. I know her do's and I don't. Her don't. I know what to say and I know what not to say. And certain things we ain't gonna talk about. So when we be on the phone and we talk about certain things I'm not gonna bring up because she'll be like, Mama, well, I'm gonna call you, or Mama, Oh shit, when it come down to that mama with you, it's time for me to change the subject. Hey Barry, I am too. It's time, Javette. It's time for me to change the subject. Corianne is a very sweet, young, intelligent girl. Now y'all can't get mad because she non-tolerant. And I was in my feelings. I was in my feelings a little bit because I felt like my grandson should have still been by her. But Corianne type, she'll give you a warning. And at the end of the day, she'll give you another warning. But when she fed up, it ain't nothing you could do about it. That's Corianne. And I realized who she is. I realized the way that she is. My grandson, St. Charles, that's his name. He know his mama. He talked to his mama. He say, "Mama, I love you," and that's a beautiful thing. It ain't no barriers no more. It ain't no separation where my grandchildren. Everything is happening in God's time, not my time, and to God be the glory. All right. Yeah, she's very strict. But I know how to deal with her. And I thank God for the relationship that we have now. And I pray that it stay that way. You just got to understand and see people for who they are. And you got to respect their boundaries. You got to respect their mind. It might be some things I don't like that she do, and it might be some things that she don't like that I do. But at the end of the day, we going to respect each other mind. And it is what it is. And I hope our little baby girl looks just like me too. That part. So moving on, I got Fashion Bug. Yes. So moving on to Fashion Bug. Fashion Bug is my daughter Jasmine. Jasmine can hold a grudge. Now, if Jasmine would come to me and we would talk, and she would sit down and just explain to me what I did, because I really want to know why she still be feeling some type of way. Now, when I was in Vegas and they FaceTime her, she spoke to me. She called me Lil Head. Okay, they call me Lil Head because I got a little bit of peanut head. And no disrespect, or they call me Wheels or something like that. To y'all, it might be disrespectful to y'all, or her calling me Wheels and stuff like that. It's just a joke, and I don't take it no type of way. You know, Jasmine is a fashion designer. I always knew she was gonna be a fashionista because one time she took a sheet off the bed and made a whole gown, and she didn't have a pin. She didn't have nothing to. She just wrapped it up some kind of way, and it looked like a whole gown. So from that point on, I know she was gonna be a fashion designer. I know, and she loved to dress, and she have. In other words, she got my persona when it come down to fashion and dressing. Y'all, a lot of y'all see that. She got her own style. She's a beautiful girl. And I don't know what is her problem with me. I feel like we could have a better relationship. I feel like I could help her in a lot of ways, but a closed mouth don't get fed. And I I don't I can't even sit on here and tell you thank you. I can't even sit on here and tell y'all why me and my daughter are not close like we should be. Because I love my daughter. And I would do anything in the world for my daughter. In spite of whatever happened in the past. I don't know. And like when she talks about me to, certain people, they tell her straight up, now Jasmine, you need to stop. Your mama is this and this and that. I don't know where I went wrong because I did everything I could possibly do for my daughter Jasmine. When Corey and Corianne and all them, when they daddy used to bring stuff for them. Big Corey used to bring so much stuff to my children, or his daddy will bring it or whatever. And it was so much to where I shared it with Jasmine because at the end of the day, they used to get mad. And when they caught on to what I was doing, somebody started cutting the tags off and all that because they felt like I was, bringing stuff back. But I felt like if I was with you and I was pregnant and you accepted me with my daughter and my daughter's father was in jail and you was a part of her life, why get mad? Let me tell you something. The outside woman or the woman that your significant other is used to be, and he messing with another woman. Let me tell you something. If you got a significant other, a man, a wife, or a ex, most of the time when you didn't live with that person and you didn't been with that person, you know that person is not like that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My first husband is not a bad guy. He is a good dude, but he easily to be persuaded. If it was up to him, Big Corey, everybody will get along because that's the type of dude he is. And I'm not just taking up from Big Corey is non-confrontation. He don't like mess and confusion, but he caught up. And when a lot of these guys and females out there, they caught up into people that they love, they're trying to please the person that they in love with instead of trying to diffuse the situation. A lot of things have happened between me and my ex-husband, which that's not him. It had nothing to do with him. But when some men are not strong enough or they feel like, well, y'all do know that it's over for me and him. It's never be me and him ever again. So if you know it's over between me and you, but at the end of the day, why you still allowing people to start messing confusion with your baby mama, your only baby mama? You know, why people come back and tell me, oh, he's saying when they say your ex-wife, they ain't my ex-wife. Well, what the fuck I was then if I wasn't your wife? I'm just saying, you know, and at the end of the day, for me to hear that supposed to be then came out his mouth, that's not who he is. See, when y'all done been with different females or male, y'all know when it's something that they putting on, and that's not who it is. And I'm not just bragging. Big Corey is not like that. Big Corey is a good dude, but his surrounding. See, you could be a good person and you could put up a facade and make people on the outside believe, oh, I hate her. I never gave him a reason to hate me. I never did nothing bad to make him hate me. So if you hate me and people, in other words, you putting up a facade and making people on the outside feel like, oh, I hate her. You know, I don't have no love in my heart. Let me tell you something. Hold up. Nobody on God green earth could make me feel like my ex-husband hates me. Not even the woman he with right now. He don't hate me. But when you with certain people or you with certain females, they have control of you because at the end of the day, you with them at the moment. So they won't control you talking to your baby mama, talking to your baby daddy, because they insecure with themselves. A woman that's not insecure, no matter how pretty you is, no matter how fine you is, no matter how much money you got, no matter nothing about your credentials. If you insecure with yourself, that means you insecure. I mean, if you insecure about the other woman, that means you insecure with yourself. Because I shouldn't even be a threat. But by me being AMH who I am, and you would think after the H, the I, the V, or whatever, well, I'm for sure. I don't want this and that. But why still be insecure about somebody who don't want somebody that almost destroyed their life? So at the end of the day, I just feel like a lot of females have a lot of control over their spouse when it comes down to outside children or outside relationships. They be saying they ain't worrying about the woman that was before them, but they is. Some of them eat much in competition. A lot of them in competition with other women because they worrying about, you know, how pretty she is, how fine she is, or what she got going on, and this and that. At the end of the day, I'm not worrying about those people. I'm not worrying about the way they living. But at the end of the day, when you start making accusation and making it bad for me to where it's stuff that's going on with my children and his children, that means you got a problem with me and I don't have a problem with you. I don't have no problem with being around her. In the beginning, I did. But now, as it been 31 years, and at the end of the day, that means somebody need to take accountability. I do not have a problem with her. Seem like to me, she more in tune and have a problem with me being at functions and me talking to him because at the end of the day, you allow me to know that you are insecure about me when I'm not the one you got to worry about. I'm just saying. But and all right, now we're going back to my daughter Jasmine. I just feel like Big Corey was in her life when I was pregnant. He was in her life when I had her. He was in her life until all that happened. And now, hey Nesta, hey Queen, hey sis, and now things have changed, you know. But the cool part about it, you allow him to accept your children, which is his stepchildren. So, but you came between him having a stepdaughter before your children. See, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, how could you start messing confusion about somebody that was there before you, even though that my daughter wasn't his daughter, but at the same time, he was there like he was a father figure in her life. But now you took that away from her because of his significant other. But he accept yours that's not his, but you didn't want him to accept mine that wasn't his, and he was there for her. If it wasn't for her, the mess and confusion, him and my daughter would have still had a relationship, and he would have treated my daughter like if that was his to begin, like he treated her when he accepted me when I was pregnant. But we got all these other, why you gotta have a relationship with your stepdaughter? They ain't your biological daughter. Why you gotta have a relationship with your stepson? They ain't your biological son. A lot of y'all is sad. A lot of y'all is sad because y'all mad because he got a relationship with his ex children, even though that's not his children. He still or she still was there for them. The children love him and he loved them. But y'all think, since they're not together, they should cut it completely off ties with the children and all that. Why? And I'm not asking for a friend. Just tell me why. I can tell when Key come on because they leave off my platform. But that's all right. Or somebody came on. But anyway, why? So my daughter Jasmine, daughter, if you're listening, mama love you. If you ever need mama, mama gonna be here for you. And at the end of the day, just remember, you don't get but one mama. Your dad is no longer here. But I'm here. Jehovah first, and I'm here. And you got my grandson. Anything you need, just pick up the phone and call me. And it'll be nice if you take mama off call block. Because I didn't try to call you several times. And the phone goes straight to voicemail. But it's okay. Hey Pam, hey Queen. Down to my last son. My last son is Eric. Out of all my children, Eric never gave me a problem. Anything that I asked him for, but I know what they're asking for. And I know I got a limitation because Eric is not materialistic. I can ask him for something. The most I could go is $300. Anything past that, you ain't getting it. But not to say that I can't if I really, really need it. But he not materialistic. He not spending unnecessary money. And I wouldn't dare ask him for more than $300 if I really don't need it. But if I really need him, he gonna be there. He's a good child. I saw one of his teachers somewhere, and she told me to tell him, I forgot her name, and I forgot to tell him. Eric always been a good child. Eric always been a mama's boy. Eric loved his mother to death, without a shadow of doubt. That child loved me unconditional, and I love him unconditional. So yeah, I have 4 children. I have a 31-year-old, a 32-year-old, a 33-year-old, and a 42-year-old. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Elizabeth. For y'all who don't know, I have 4 children. Thank y'all for the lights. Thank y'all for the love. At the end of the day, we just got to do better. I was on here earlier talking about the teenagers. If it's anybody on here, hey Gigi Queen, anybody on here that's willing to link up with me, I want to put a proposal together. I want to do something for the youth. I want to do something for the teen girls. I want to do something for the teen boys. And if y'all willing to help, my door is open. And I'm not the person that people come look for and portray me to be. I'm not confrontational. I speak my mind. I'm a good person. I'm not letting nobody use me no more. But I'm willing to do whatever I can to help the young teenager girls. And I got to propose. If anybody willing to be on my team, just hit me up. I'm not going to just talk about it. I'm going to be about it. If nobody don't want to come on my team, if I got to do it by myself, oh well, it is what it is. One monkey, no monkey, don't stop my shoe. A lot of stuff had been happening in my life where God, Jehovah, been showing y'all that He real, and He not gonna stop showing y'all. Everything I speak to in my life, I speak it in existence, and this is just the beginning. He never failed me. He never not gave me what I wanted. Whatever I asked Him for, He gave it to me. So y'all could jump on the wagon and be a part of what I'm gonna be a part of, or y'all could just pass it up. But it ain't gonna stop me from doing what He called me to do. So this summer, I want to start doing stuff for the youth because it's about to be a hot, long summer, and we got to start now because they got some teenagers that's out here right now trying to figure out what they're going to be doing for the summer, and we don't want them to be bored. I want to start something with the young girls. A lot of y'all young mamas out there, older mamas, y'all don't hear me cuss a lot on here, but I make sure I don't do all that cussing and using all profanity around y'all children. I've been working on me. I don't have to cuss. I know how to do things without cussing. But I'm at a point in my life where this year I'm making 60 years old, and I'm non-tolerant when it comes down to confusion. And a lot of you men out there, y'all be playing these games with women, y'all portraying, y'all stop being fooled by a lot of these men that's on social media. They come all kind of ways. They play all kind of games. They lies and tell all kind of stories. They make believe that they put up pictures and they catfish and put up somebody else's face up there like it's this one, or like it's Boosie, or like it's Karen Gates, or like it's this. They put up a facade and they make believe that they somebody that they not. Men do it, women do it. So at the end of the day, y'all got to look out for the men that's on these platforms that's playing games because they feel like we as women are vulnerable, and they feel like they could lead us into believing they somebody who they not. And I know a lot of us, we sometimes get lonely and we don't have nobody sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have nobody than somebody that's going to bring me through hell. I'd rather wake up in the morning hugging a pillow than to wake up and look in somebody's face who's deceiving me and making me believe that they love me and they really don't. And a lot of y'all living like that right now. Him right there, he cheating on you. He telling another woman he love her as well as he telling you he love you. And that's a lie. He don't love neither one of y'all. He don't even love his damn self. Her right there, she is a habitual liar. She playing two ends in the middle. Every time she tell you, She going to drop the children off to the baby daddy. Her and the baby daddy still is intimate. Clock that tea. I'm sorry, y'all. I just have to be real. But a lot of y'all make it bad for real women or a real woman like me. The shit that I know now, I wish I know then. But it's okay. It took almost 60 years for me to learn the things that I know now. But I ain't never too old to still be blessed. I ain't never too old to still enjoy my life. A lot of y'all can enjoy y'all life, but y'all still caught up on stupid. Y'all still behind. Y'all still looking in the back of y'all. Y'all still living in the past. So y'all can't even enjoy the present. And it's sad. It's sad. If all us women could come together, the young, the old, you live and learn, right? The young, the old. See, if some of y'all young girl could stop saying, yeah, they too old for this and they too old for that. If some of y'all could stop saying what we too old for and just listen. You want to listen to somebody like Ann Mays that been through it. And for some apparent reason, I can't get Viney to call me. For some apparent reason, I can't link up with Viney. Now, let me say this today. A thought came to my mind today. I think God wants Viney to change her music. I think God wants Viney to stop talking about the licking and the sucking and all of that in her music. And I think that side of her, she don't want to let go. Because if you can rap in a positive way. You got young girls love you. And I think a lot of these bounce orders and a lot of them believe in their mind, if they change their persona or change their music, nobody not going to love them. And that's not true. I believe that Jehovah won't bind it to change her life. She talk about the rough life she had as a young girl. She's still a young woman that got young children, and God wants her to change. See, God don't want us to play change. He want to see change. And if you're a public figure and you can touch people's lives, you're supposed to be able to touch people's lives in a positive way. He don't want me out here. I go out there, I'm fighting, and a young girl see me fighting, and I'm got all my clothes all out. Let me tell you something. I cover up, and I still look good. God wants you to be an inspiration. God wants you to make a difference in somebody else's life. And I don't know what the reason is. I don't know what the reason is. But I was on TikTok the other day, and Viney popped up on my TikTok. And I asked her to call me. And I'm not giving up on her. But whenever she's ready, I'm still going to be here. In her time. I'm not running behind her. I already put it out there. And maybe she still was on the live when I said call me. And she didn't. But I'm not going to give up on her. She's still a young, black, beautiful queen that I'm continue to pray for. And one day she's going to pick up the phone and put her pride aside. And she's going to call me. And we're going to get money together. See what I'm saying? And in the beginning, she went on a platform. And after she went on the platform, seemed like all hell broke loose. Because that wasn't a platform that she was supposed to go on. See what I'm saying? Some of us, we do what we think is best for us. But when God speaks to you and tell you, no, I want you to link up with her over there. A lot of these young girls, Miss Ann, you know what? They ain't going to be listening to you. They don't want to hear you. They ain't going to receive you because you older. The devil is a lie. D Banger is young. And D Banger was on my live. He wanted to come in, but I couldn't let him in But let me tell y'all something. After D Bango was on my live, somebody said, well, I thought he was going to go off on you, Miss Thing. I thought he was going to be cussing you out and this and that. And I told them, and I said, if he would have cussed me out, I wasn't going to cuss him out back. I wasn't going to say nothing to him. I wasn't going to go back and forth with him because he's young enough to be my child. But at the same time, look how God used me and a couple of other people. And when I looked on my phone again, he had then apologized to his mom. In spite of whatever happened, he still was the bigger person and said, I was wilding out, I disrespect my mama, and he said, I'm sorry. And man, that meant so much to me as him as a young man to have so much respect for me. You know, when you do something like that, God opened the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing in spite of his imperfection and everything that he been going through in his life. I bet you God gonna give him a blessing. In spite of whatever he going through, we can push the punk aside and all that aside. He's still a human being. In spite of whatever we go through in life, because none of us perfect. But at the end of the day, God still blesses his people. That's why I'm not judging nobody. I'm not downgrading nobody. I'm not talking about nobody. I don't care what your son is. I don't care what your daughter is. They still a human being and they still need love just like everybody else. Who are you to judge somebody? When you got stuff in your closet, you just ain't ever telling nobody. They on the outside looking in. And a lot of people around here passing judgment on people and their kids when we all got some shit going on in our family. But it's all good. That's why, in spite of my imperfection, in spite of the things that people don't see right now, you know what God told me? Keep on pushing. I'm still growing. Do y'all not know everybody that got a platform that's popular right now started from the bottom? Everybody that got a platform started from the bottom. At one time, I didn't have YouTube. I had a YouTube channel and I never did nothing with it. I got IG, I got Facebook, not in my time. But long as I keep on working, it's going to pay off. I don't have no jealous spirit against nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want a lot of people to win. But do they want me to win? A lot of people don't. But is they going to stop my flow? No. Where I'm going, he separate me from family and so-called friends. Because you know why they was around me? For all the wrong reasons. And somebody saying, oh, you too old to be a rapper. You too old to be do this. You too old. Well, I think T.I. is around the same age as, I think T.I. is in his 50s. And he just made a hit record where all us older and younger people like it. So you ain't never too old to enjoy your life, and God's still in the blessing business no matter how old you is. Like somebody would say, oh, you still want to buy a house? You know, a house is a lot of money. Then you still buy a fucking house. I bought my first house. I was buying my first house. I was 28 years old. And I walked away and left it. I was depressed. So because I'm about to be 69, that means I don't want a house? Is I'm going to buy a house? Is. That part right there. So some of y'all be saying, oh, well, you know, a house is a lot of maintenance and all that. Somebody on here got a house and they by themselves and they been paying their mortgage and paying all their bills by themselves. So age don't have nothing to do with you enjoying and living your life. I'm about to be 60 and I'm going to enjoy and continue to live my life. How about that? How about that? And guess what? I know what be going on. I see what be going on. But you think I'm going to get off my live because everybody then dropped off my live and went to where they feel as though it's more entertainment. I'm more life experience, talking about facts, talking about life. But I guess if I didn't have my own platform, I'd probably be over there trying to figure out what's going on with the mess too. But no, I got a job to do. I'm on a mission. I got a message. I am the messenger. So I don't give a damn if we get one person on here and everybody leave. I got to stay on for that one person because I got to deliver the message. I'm just saying. I'm not going to be a quitter because everybody, he said the last should be first. So when everybody leaving, guess what they going to do? Let me tell y'all what's going to happen. The blessings is on the way. All of them going to be then left. And all the people that's going to be left that I'm going to be able to see is going to be the one to get the blessing. Let that go over their head. All of them going to be then left. And the blessing is over here. And they going to miss the blessing. They going to miss the blessing. I'm telling you, the blessing is in the testimony. This they test. So whenever they leave, because y'all know it's like this. I'm over here. I'm positive. I'm going to do positive things. I'm going to do positive things. I'm talking about everyday life. I'm talking about making a difference in somebody's life. I'm talking about, what I could do, how I can help you. And people rather leave the positive to go to the negative. And at the end of the day, guess what? Guess where they're going to wind up right back at? Trying to get to the positive. That's how they're going to miss their blessing. That's how they're going to miss their blessing, because at the end of the day, anybody with smart, they'll say, you know what? I'm going to stay over there. I'm going to listen to what Miss Ann got to say. And later on the night, then I go watch them. But no, they feel like this ain't what they trying to hear right now. And it's okay. Because where I'm going, it's going to be millions of people that's going to be listening to me. And those that ran off, they're going to be waving their hand. Hey, Miss Ann, they're going to want me to see him. And I ain't going to even see him. But I see y'all, Pam, Gigi, Sandra, Cheryl, Wanda, Nessa. I see y'all, TT. I see y'all. Elizabeth, Paula, Monique. I see y'all, Johnny. I see y'all. So whoever ain't here, it wasn't meant for them to be here. Because I promise y'all, and y'all listen to me and listen to me good. When I sign that blue check, and when I wake up and I have millions and millions of views and I sign that blue check, only the ones who was there gonna be the ones to receive. Oh, I'm gonna give back. I'm gonna give back. I'll never forget the people that started with me from the beginning. No, I'm not on TikTok right now. I'm on Facebook. And I can't see how many people is on Facebook. I'm on IG. And I'm on YouTube. Maybe I'll go to TikTok later on tonight and give them some words of wisdom. But right now, I'm on YouTube. To be honest, my plan was just to be on YouTube. But since everybody can't come together, and I got a number one fan that's on Facebook, listen, I got a number one fan. I got other number one fans on Facebook that don't have IG and don't have YouTube. They started out with Facebook. So I make a decision. I'm on Facebook for the people that I know really, really love me. And on Instagram, I was thinking about cutting them short, because when I'm on Instagram, that be the first ones to run off my platform and go somewhere else. So Instagram over here gonna be one of the first platforms that I think I'm gonna cut off. I'm gonna trade Instagram over here. I'm gonna trade them in, because all of them ran. I'm gonna trade them in. So to y'all that's on Instagram, y'all need to Yeah, TT. Y'all need to, y'all that's on Instagram, IG. I'ma need y'all to get your YouTube channel. Come to my YouTube channel, or y'all won't no longer be getting no testimony. Since y'all trade me in, I'ma trade y'all in. I don't have to be on all platforms. I chose to be on all platforms because of the people that don't have YouTube. So if I stand on business and say, you know what, I'm not going on no other platforms but YouTube every day, then y'all gonna either watch me or y'all not. But I'm gonna stay on YouTube because my fans on YouTube got mad love for me. And some of my fans on YouTube got be on all my platforms. I got my fan on YouTube, they be on my Facebook at the same time. They watch me on Facebook, they watch me on YouTube, and they watch me on IG. So they ain't got no problem with me. Thank you, Pam. So at the end of the day, IG, y'all can get all y'all gonna get out of me. So TT and the rest of y'all, I appreciate if y'all come on my YouTube channel. I am Ann Mays. Because that's where I'm going to blow up the most on YouTube. They've been hating on me on IG. They've been with the mess and confusion. And I'm going to show y'all. And I'm going to stand on business. I don't need y'all. Y'all might say, oh, y'all don't need me either. Y'all need a word. You're going through something right now. Some of y'all on IG. Don't tell me you don't need a word. Hey, Shay. Don't tell me y'all don't need a word. But I'm going to show y'all I'm not the one to play with. Since a lot of y'all that on IG, y'all know how to do IG, come to YouTube. Because I will no longer be going live on IG. How about that? And I'm going to stay on Facebook with my people who love me on Facebook. Hey, TT. TT done made it on YouTube. How about that? Thank y'all for the likes. TT, if you ain't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. How about that? How about that? Everybody started from somewhere. Everybody had to start from somewhere. And y'all think y'all control. Y'all don't control me. Y'all don't pay my bills. Y'all don't take care of me. Everything I do it because that's what Jehovah chose me. I'm chosen. Like he say, many are called, few are chosen. I'm one of the chosen ones. And every time I go live, I'm saving somebody. I'm saving somebody's son. I'm saving somebody's daughter with my testimony. That's who I am. I ain't coming on here showing y'all who got beat up, who got their wig pulled out, who got their sideburns, or no hair on the side of their head, no hair, the top of their head, all their ass and all that. I don't want it like that. Everybody got what they do, and I got what I do. That part, accountability. Thank you, TT. That's what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, at one time, y'all, I was asking myself, hey, my daughter, hey, Queen. I was asking myself, I say, what can I do to make my YouTube channel better? And you know what God say? Keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing. And it's just a matter of time. God got me going through a slow process and he preparing me. He's separating me. He done separated me from people. I could tell y'all how many times my phone rung today. I can tell y'all the people that gonna come on my live. I could tell you, I could close my eye and call everybody's name on my YouTube channel. I can do that. But at the end of the day, y'all got to know that everybody started from somewhere. And if I gotta start from the bottom like everybody else, I already did. But for the people who've been following me, I told them one day I might have my own YouTube channel. And I do. And one day I might have the biggest platform out of New Orleans, Louisiana. I said it again. And everybody gonna be trying to get on the bandwagon. But we gonna run them back where they come from. I'ma see them and don't see them. How about that? Because at the end of the day, in their mind, I'm considered as the little people. and they mine. But I'm the big people. Don't let that go over y'all head. But I always hear like 800 people want to be, oh wow, right. So at the end of the day, we're going to keep on doing what we doing over here. And guess what? I don't make a lot of promises, but I promise you, when I get that blue check and when God open the windows of heaven, well, we don't have room enough to receive. I never forget the people that paved the way for me, the people that came on my page faithfully. Even if we had one person, I could tell you all the people who came on my page. Even if they came and they left and came back, I still saw them. How about that? How about that? Even if they left during a commercial. But y'all know when y'all watch me and a commercial come on, y'all can't press skip. Y'all watch the commercial. When I start getting paid, I'm gonna be getting paid for the commercial. Y'all watching the commercial. It's not a whole lot of money, but still, why people don't want people that's working to get paid? I'm just saying, that speak volume. If a person is working, why people don't want them to get paid? If any one of y'all had a job that y'all was working at and y'all needed me to come there, even if it's a clothing store, a restaurant, or whatever it is y'all need me to promote, if I could get there, I'm coming support. That's who I am. I go on other people's pages too. And I watch other people's stuff too. Whatever they need me to do, that's what I do. Hey, Queen, that's what I do. Because that's who I am. But I'm not going to let nobody force me off my platform because somebody else is on. I'm not going to do that. Now, if OG Murder was on in the daytime, like he used to be, OG Murder is on Twitch. So at the end of the day, OG Murder got it going on. And guess what? At one time, OG Murder to them was the little people. See, y'all can't count people out. Y'all can't look down on people. Y'all can't talk about nobody. At the end of the day, all that shit they was talking. Murder spoke his mind. He said how he feel about anybody he wanted to talk about. They talk all that shit, and Murder stand on business. I'm just saying. They say all kind of shit about people, what they gonna do and all that kind. People know sugar from shit, and they know who to fuck with. At the end of the day, so everybody that be talking that shit, talking this and this and that, when people be real and people be speaking their mind, people be covered by the blood. No matter what way y'all look at it, how y'all look at people and be saying, well, he talk about people too much. And he said, no, he only say shit that motherfuckers want to say, but they scared to say it. Like me. He said some shit that people want to say, but they scared to say it. How about that? I speak my mind and I say how I feel. And at the end of the day, if they don't like it, oh well. But ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody gonna for what? Me speaking my mind. I say what I said. I ain't stepping on nobody's toes. I speak my mind like everybody else. If we come on social media and we put our business on social media, people is entitled to their opinion. So if somebody's speaking, I didn't have to say a damn thing about me. I didn't have to say a damn thing about my lifestyle, but I did. And if I was so bothered by being with a man or bothered by people, I would have kept my business to my damn self. But I wasn't selfish. That's why I allowed the world to know a beautiful woman in a wheelchair. This happened to her. That's what I did. Ain't nobody make me say nothing. I could have been like the rest of them out there. The rest of them that's out there that's throwing a rock high in their hand and got something going on with them, but they scared to say it. I could have been like them too. But I'm not. I'm not. I'm who God created me to be. So it is what it is. I say I go live Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. And eventually I'm gonna be going, I don't be wanting people to get bored. So eventually it's gonna get better and better and better. but I'm not going to let nobody stop. I sacrificed when I first started going live. I said, well, let me go live this time from this time because other people going live. I can't please other people. I can't change my time and all that for other people because they ain't going to do it for me. I got to do what Jehovah want me to do. Whatever God want me to do, that's what I'm going to do. And it is what it is. And guess what? They got millions of people never heard of me. They got millions of people don't even know my platform. They got people around the world that don't even know me. But guess what? God gonna give me favor with people around the world that I ain't even never heard of. It's just a matter of time. You got to put his name in it on Twitch because I watched him today. It's OG and it's spelled it's OGMURDA. Is OGMURDA. And it's gonna pop up. So a lot of y'all who's on here, if y'all willing to stand on business, I'm so sick of people lying. A lot of stuff was supposed to happen and it didn't happen. Right. And it didn't happen. A lot of women, oh, we gonna do this together. We gonna do a women meet and greet and all that. That didn't happen. And you know what I don't like about a lot of y'all? Y'all always try to come into my life on social media and say, well, and we could do this and we could do that. And then all of a sudden, I don't hear from y'all no more. I don't know what the real reason is. But at the end of the day, guess what? Y'all don't control me. If y'all have a motive why y'all come in my life or a hidden agenda why y'all coming in my life, at the end of the day, I'm not no damn fool. I mean, at the end of the day, don't come in my life expecting something out of me. If you coming in my life, come in my life and be real. Don't be like, oh, well, you know, all that fucking lying and all that shit down. Man, I'm real about mine. If I was going to do a meet and greet, I'm going to do a meet and greet. I ain't going to be leading no fucking body on and making people believe that we going to do this and we going to get together and all that. And then at the end of the day, I'm looking like a damn fool. I'm going to stand on business. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to stop looking for other people to help me and do shit that I need or I won't do, because at the end of the day, a lot of y'all lay it down talking about, oh, we going to do this and I'm going to help you do this and we going to do all this, and all that shit fell through. All that shit was fake. None of that shit wasn't real. And some women trying to work with other women with that jealousy shit, man. You can't control me. You can't, at the end of the day, you don't tell me what to do. Tell me, oh, don't do this and don't do that and all this shit kind of shit. You got to first work on yourself. I ain't trying to get clout off for nobody else. Some of y'all come in my life with that fake ass shit. Oh, I might help you do this and I help you do that. And all that shit is a facade, man. If y'all not real, hey, Wanda girl. If y'all not real about the meet and greet and y'all not real about being a part of my life, man, move around. Move around. I don't need y'all. And I don't need y'all fake ass with that fake ass shit talking about, oh, we gonna do all that. I don't need all that fake ass shit. I need some real queens out here that's willing to meet up and we meet and greet and do some shit. I don't need that fake ass shit. Because you ain't have your weight. No, come on, man. I ain't got time for all that. I'm a grown ass woman. All us women. Just because I have this or you have that, and God will bless all us with the same shit. You see all them men with the silver, what they call themselves, the silver men with the gray hair, and all them men hang together. All them men be going from state to state and all that shit. That why women can't do that shit? Why we can't have a queens like we travel and do shit together? Because y'all with that hating, jealous ass shit. Because I'm in a fucking wheelchair. At the end of the day, I'm more woman than a lot of y'all. Y'all ain't got to take care of me. And we go out of town and all that. I know how to take care of my damn self. Or y'all be mad at another woman because she outdressed you or she got a little more than you and all that shit there. Man, y'all be on some fuck shit. Don't ever think in your mind that I need y'all. Because guess what? God got some queens around the world that's doing some shit. Trust me, he do. I'm going to do my own meet and greet and shit. I don't need y'all to put it together. If y'all don't want meet and greet, y'all don't want to do no shit like that with me, okay. I'll go to city if I got to meet one queen at a time. All that fake ass shit. I'm going to do this and I'm going to put it together and all that, man. Fuck all that. I just pop up city to city and I tell the queens where I'm at. And guess what? Every one of them that came in my life talking about what they was going to do and we going to do this and do all that, he moved all their ass. They just stopped talking or stopped calling me. I said, well, damn, what that's about? Make me feel like what you came in my life for, what was the real reason? I don't need no clout off of nobody else. We already been made. I already got a name. All that fake ass shit. Oh, we gonna do this. Oh, we gonna do that and all that. And then all of a sudden they stop calling. And then you ask them when you do talk to them, damn, because I'm very outspoken. I'm like, damn, what happened to you or whatever? Oh, no, this and that. Or fucking ain't even a valid excuse. All that fake ass shit. And wonder why they ain't growing. God put me in a lot of people's life, you know what I'm saying? And they be like, well, we gonna do this and we gonna do all that shit. Ain't none of that shit happen. Because your fucking heart ain't right. Your heart ain't right. I told somebody don't do something. When we did a little interview or whatever, I said, don't post that. I said, I don't want that. And they still fucking did it. Come on, man. The real recognize your real. People come in your life and they act like they ain't coming in your life for nothing. Oh, I don't want nothing and I ain't this and this and that. Well, if you was a part of my life, you'll still be a part of my fucking life. Slack up talking to you, slack up, and people be looking for shit. They'll say they ain't looking for shit, but they be looking for it. They benefit. I'm not fucking stupid. Ain't even get a fucking cold drink. That's why I love the after party. Because they wanted to pay me to come on their fucking podcast. And I said, no. The fuck I'ma charge them? And they just was starting out. Why I'ma charge them when I ain't charged nobody else? And they done made fucking money. And every time they use my fucking name or showed an interview with me on there, they made fucking money. And still making money. And you think somebody say, let me send her a fucking kite? Let me send her a message to her bottle. Let me send her $100. Let me send her something to go out and eat. I ain't getting none of that. But my blessing come from Jehovah. I guarantee y'all, the ones who making money off of me or they made money off of me, I bet you their life still at a standstill. They done lost that in some. Because they think nobody don't know this. That video and still up there, or that video, this one still up there, and you're still prospering, you're still making money from them. But what you don't give her or say, Lord, I thank you, let me send her a kite, you're going to lose that and some. Nobody don't owe me nothing. But I'm the type of person, I have a heart. Somebody come on my show, since I have a platform now, if I want somebody to come on my show and I need somebody, I don't really need nobody but Jehovah. But if it was a celebrity or somebody that I feel like I want to make some money and say, you know what, I need you to come on my platform or this and that. Guess what? At the end of the day, if I had to pay for it, I'll pay for it. But y'all want to use people and thinking y'all got away with it. Y'all didn't. Just imagine if all them people, if it was my platform and 100,000, almost 200,000 people was on my platform, but they not. But the interviews that I gave, that's how many people didn't watch the fucking video with me on it. And do I talk to everybody who interviewed me, who page I was on all the time? Fuck no. But I know wrong from right. Nobody ain't putting no pimp on to my head and say, oh, I need you to come on my show and it's I need you to do. Nobody ain't do that, so I feel like they ain't owe me nothing. But it's all good because they not me and I'm not them. And I'm going to show my gratitude. I'm going to show my love and I'm going to show my respect. A lot of people ask to come on my YouTube channel, but they can't come way out here to Covington to my house. So I got to set up where people could reach out and touch me. Or it's coming. Don't never be a quitter. Don't never let nobody make you feel like you want to quit. Nobody, Jay. Nobody, Nick. Nobody fire you. Nobody. Don't let nobody make you feel like you want to give up or you want to quit. I'm going to continue doing what's best for me. And I don't care if we have 1 or 2 people on here. Like I said, started from the bottom. Now we're here. Everybody around here acting like they always had. They had some rough time. It took them years to get to where they had now too. But watch what God about to do. Watch what he about to do. Stop looking down on people. Stop making yourself feel like you got more than somebody so you can look down and talk down on some fucking body. Because the same one you looking down on right now gonna wind up having more than you. What's up, cuz? Keep on looking down, talking down on people. And guess what? They're going to have way more than you. See, I know how it works. I know how it works. I went through a whole lot and people was around me. I remember when my Cadillac broke and they had to get through the window. Get through the trunk to open my door. And my trunk wasn't locking. And it was like, oh, like that was funny. They was acting like my Cadillac was a nice Cadillac, but in their mind, it's regular, but it ain't never been regular. It's just that it worked by the sensor and my trunk wouldn't even shut. And at the end of the day, I said, okay. Come on now. I could tell y'all a bunch of testimonies. God been working in my life. He ain't never left me. So y'all keep on. The little people keep on laughing. Or she ain't got that many people be on there and this and that. Keep on. Keep on. I know I'm a queen. What about you? What about you? When they see me, their mouth be dropping. And some of them in their mind, well, how she get that? I've been working all my life. Bitch, you ain't me and I ain't you. I got a heart. What about you? I got a giving heart. I like to help people. I like to do stuff for people. What about you, user? I ain't trying to take nothing from nobody. Been there, done that when I was a young girl. Everything I possibly wanted, if you ain't give it to me, I was going to take it. I don't live like that no more. Clock that T. So whoever ain't here, oh well, we ain't missing them. How about that? But I guarantee you, everything I want and everything I want to do, I'm about to do it. That and some. How about that? And I'm glad I admit to y'all and let y'all know some of the things I did in my life. I told y'all what I wanted y'all to know. The shit I ain't want y'all to know, I ain't tell y'all yet. But they ain't stop now because ain't no bitch could go pull up my rap sheet and say, oh, look, she been in jail for this. She been in jail for that. She been in jail for that. I done told y'all everything I did when it came down to my criminal record. I did. So all that other shit that I done did, at the end of the day, we all got to pass. What's your past? What kind of shit you done did in your past? Ain't nobody know but Jesus, huh? Who you done jack? Who you done rob? Who you done transport the drugs to? Who you done did all that shit with and to? But you ain't gonna tell nobody, huh? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Years ago, you wouldn't have heard me say nothing about nothing I did. That's 30, 40 years ago. And guess what? I'm still here. I'm still alive. I still could talk about my past. And I'm still blessed and highly favored. I'm just saying. So with that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. But on Instagram, if y'all don't have YouTube, y'all find your way over there. Because I'm about to show them a thing or two. Because I don't know what kind of games they think they be playing with me over here. Y'all be blessed. And y'all over here on Facebook, I don't know what be going on over here, but I'm going to continue coming over here because I got a lot of people that have been following me for decades that really, really love me. At the end of the day, y'all be blessed. Happy blessed Monday. And I'll see y'all Tuesday, which is tomorrow. Not last but least, my favorite app, my favorite channel, my family, my friends on YouTube. Guess what? God got something so big for us, we ain't gonna have room enough to receive it. I love y'all, Cheryl, Pam, Sandra, my daughter, TT, Wanda. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all, queens. I'll see y'all tomorrow.